We come back to Martin, Sarah, and their dilemma on how to best help their newly divorced daughter, Amy. Martin and Sarah love their house, but have been thinking of downsizing to raise the funds they need and to reduce their inheritance tax liability. They get advice by talking to the experts from Access Equity Release. They discover that they can unlock some of the wealth tied up in their home by taking out a lifetime mortgage, where the interest rate would be fixed for the rest of their lives. This is a way of accessing some of the wealth tied up in their large house, tax-free without having to sell it. There are options too, as they can choose to make interest-only payments to stop the debt increasing, or allow it to roll up, making no payments at all until they both die or are taken into long-term care. The latter may potentially reduce their inheritance tax liability in the process. Now they've secured the funds, it is important to find out how best to help Amy without seeing another son-in-law potentially seizing some of it. Access Equity Release then refer the case to their sister company, Fielding Triggs, who arrange for the money to be settled into a discretionary trust. Martin and Sarah are settlors and also the trustees. Amy is the beneficiary. To avoid complication, Amy borrows the money from the trust and uses the money to buy property. The loan is interest-free. She doesn't have to make any repayments until she dies, plus, if there is enough money in her estate, the trust will be repaid and will then benefit the grandchildren. If there isn't enough money to repay the debt, it will be written off as she was the beneficiary anyway. 7 years after the trust is created, Martin and Sarah's estate shrinks by the amount settled, which could mean a substantial saving in inheritance tax. If Amy meets someone and gets married, Amy will hopefully enjoy a long, happy life with them and raise the children. If she's unlucky a second time though, and divorce rears its head once more, the money she borrowed from the trust cannot be counted as part of her wealth. Unlike the first time, Martin and Sarah have engineered the situation. Amy's new ex-husband won't get a penny of Martin and Sarah's gift. Here at Access Equity Release, along with our sister companies, we see many different situations and find many different solutions to ensure that families just like Martin, Sarah and Amy are protected.